Ahoy, hoy, English class. Okay, so we are moving in now to our first multi-paragraph essay piece, people. Now, the group today got the handout for this, and I will put it up on the Google Classroom as well. And our group that comes tomorrow for blended learning. Say not blended learning, call the banish it. Okay, no, not banish it, blended learning. You got to make sure that you're doing your learning stuff every day when you're at home. But, so you will get a physical copy of this good old even group tomorrow on the 20, or what is the date tomorrow? What is the date today, Grund? That's the question. The date today is the 19th, so 20th tomorrow. Okay. In your essay, this is a persuasive essay. When you enter into a multi-paragraph essay type piece, number one, don't freak out. It does nothing to help the stuff and things. If you're freaking, have yourself step back for a moment, take a deep breath, and know that you do this one step at a time. If you look at all the pages all at once and look at all the words and be like, oh, it's too much, that's how it feels, but it doesn't have to feel that way. So if you start one step at a time, okay? So step one, you know that you're writing a persuasive essay. You're going to have a specific opinion, and in your writing, you are going to try to persuade your reader to think your think thoughts, to know where you're coming from and be like, yeah, man, and like high five you and then give you $1 million for all of your awesome persuasiveness. Now, so you are hired as a communications coordinator for Verona. You're helping to counsel both the Montagues and the Capulets. You can read that in there. Now, you are choosing a theme to take a side on. So one of the major themes we talked about was toxic masculinity within Romeo and Juliet. A lot of their violence, a lot of their way of being, there are many scenes that demonstrate toxic masculinity, and we looked at that within the play. Okay, so maybe you want to focus on that, and that's the example that I give in the paper. And I also give another one about emotions, what happens when we let emotions have us as opposed to us having emotions. Maybe you want to focus on the idea of love or lust when it is connected to an unhealthy ego. There's a lot of unhealthy egos in Romeo and Juliet. Maybe that's something that you want to look at. Or the theme of death and violence connected to unhealthy ego. How are all of those things connected? And how is it that we can step away from that way of being? So, common themes, violence, death, pointless feuds that are only there, then that, and I mean, all that there falls under toxic masculinity. My dog is barking, so I'm going to shut this door. I'll be right back. Are you still there? Maybe? I don't know. It's a video. Okay. So you are that counselor. And so you are writing from the perspective of a counselor. Your objective is to have the people of Verona see things your way and enter their life in a more healthy way. Okay? So first, find your focus. Maybe you'll do toxic masculinity. There's your focus. Maybe you're going to do something like violence from an unhealthy ego. Maybe you're going to look specifically at Romeo and counsel some of those sort of things in him, or specifically at Juliet. So pick your focus and then move forward from there. Now, once you know your focus, and I don't have one here, you could start with just a blank piece of paper and start jot noting ideas. Okay? And then take the frame that you'll get, that you will receive, and it's broken down into sections, and jot note your main ideas there. Start there. Don't think about all of the rest. Start at jot noting those main ideas to make sure you have them. From that main idea, and remember, you're thinking about paragraph unity. So you have topic, sentence, you have your body, you have your conclusion. And if it's the first paragraph, you have your topic sentence, you have your body, and you have your thesis statement, that last sentence in that first paragraph, and it's also the first sentence in your last paragraph. Now, once you have filled out your frame sheet, is what I'm calling it, then use that to write your paper. What I would do for step 1 is I would write my paper. I would just let it flow. Boop. Don't think, is this good? Is it right? Is it wrong? No, just what do you want to be, paper, and boom, get it out. And then go back in and edit. It must be 5 paragraphs. So if you are doing toxic masculinity, you're going to introduce that. Then you need three main things that you're going to talk about. Main idea, topic number 1 of an example of toxic masculinity within the play with a specific line from the play that supports it. Maybe something from a specific character that supports it. And then that last paragraph, I feel like this little piggy went to market. Okay. Then that second last paragraph is maybe you're giving advice for what a world could look like if we practice moving away from toxic masculinity. And then your final paragraph where you restate your thesis. You take like you're like, yeah, these are the 2 points. These ones touch right at the heart. So we're going to restate those. And then that last sentence leaves that single tear of joy. Oh, just single tear of joy going down your reader's face. And your reader's like, yeah, toxic masculinity sucks, man, right? I can cry and these tears are not womanish. They all feel real and that's okay, right? So you have your focus. Now, because this unit is love, loyalty, and relationships, we're looking at these topics that kind of break down relationships and seeing how that happens within Romeo and Juliet. Okay, I've got to make sure that I've got everything here. When you are thinking of a scene that you might want to use as an example, if you use the Google on the interweb machine, that will help. And you say, fight between Tybalt and Mercutio. That will show you what act is it in, what scene is it in, so that you're not flipping through your whole book. You're able to look through that. Now, about your writing, okay? There's that. And maybe it's backwards for you. I don't know. You guys have something like that, and it really helps you go in more in detail on it. Okay? Then make sure the things that I'm looking for. This is going to be due on Tuesday. Okay? You have tomorrow to work on it, possibly some of Monday, and it's due on Tuesday. Everybody will hand everything in on Tuesday. So if you're at home, you will hand in pictures of your frame, a picture of your rough draft edited, and your good copy. All 3 of those things will be handed in on the Google Classroom for both sections. And we're moving forward. On Monday, we're moving forward. Okay? So we're going to see how this goes. On Monday or Tuesday, we're moving forward. But remember, I'm not reteaching things. I'm just going through. So on the days that you are at home, you're responsible for keeping up on the Google Classroom when keeping to move forward. Okay? I will be collecting your Romeo and Juliets, those ones because they're physically handed in, the storyboards or your written ones. I will collect those on Monday and Tuesday. Okay? But we need to keep this going. We need to keep moving forward, and you really need to be keeping up with this when on the days that you are at home. All right. Thanks for tuning in to Miss Grund's ELA class live. Not really. Well, right now, let me get this live, but recorded in my basement office. Good times. All right. Have a great day. Peace.